Hi guys, how are you? How have you been? I trust you've been well. Welcome to today's episode of Learning the Law with Shegun Edema. And today, I'll be sharing with us some little tips you need to know before we get that landed property, okay? And also, I would also be highlighting the need to always have your lawyer with you from the onset before you take that step, okay? Now, let's go. So you see, it really hurts me a lot when I hear or see people invest millions of their hard-earned money into properties, and at the end of the day, it just appears as if they have only succeeded in wasting their money, or more like they just chose to burn their own money themselves, whereas these things could have been avoided. Okay, so now when you're getting a land that is not covered by a CFO, okay, I'm sure a lot of us have a fair idea that okay, it's just for us to be sure whether the family that is selling, whether they really have the right to sell. Okay, that is basically to know if the owner is the owner. Do you understand? All right. So now that is fine, but at the same time, you see, where a property is covered by a CFO, okay, it goes beyond just conducting a search at the land registry. Are you following me, please? Now let's go. So you see, the quest to check or ascertain the genuineness of documents or the quality of the document that is being prepared for the purchase is very, very important, and you need a lawyer by your side to do the right thing. Okay, I'll give you two examples. All right, if you want to get a property, let's say for 10 million naira, and you have just 6 million naira now to pay up 4 million naira by the end of next month, you see, when you're depositing the payment of 6 million naira now, there's a different type of document that is to be prepared. All right, then by the end of next month, when you are with your 4 million naira balance and you're ready to pay, okay, there's another document that is to be prepared. You see why you need a lawyer by your side. An average person would not know this. Fine. Secondly, I was once involved in a transaction, okay? The client wanted to get a property at Lekki, all right, and was for 70 million naira from a real estate company. When the client was ready to pay, we requested for documents, and when they sent documents, they sent us a document that was literally leasing the property to our clients. You see that? So when we got we had to reconfirm again, are you leasing this property or you're buying? Is that we're buying? So we confronted the company, and after so much dilly-dallying, they eventually acceded to our request that no, it has to be another document that is a document for sale. You see why you need your lawyer by your side. Okay, now I'm also very much aware that there are some agents and even surveyors around, who would say you really don't need a lawyer before you get a property, that they can always work out something and all of that. Well, I have nothing to say to them, but I have something to say to you, okay? It's actually very cheaper when you involve your lawyer from the onset, okay? So that way, your lawyer would ensure that your interests are well protected, okay? And if you do not do that at the onset and you wait till there's a mess to be cleaned, it's actually more expensive bringing a lawyer in at that point to clean up the mess. One more thing before we go. We also need to pay attention to the environmental conditions, okay, before we get that property. I'm aware that we have some people somewhere around Lekki now, they can't even drink the water from their own borehole because the quality of the water is very bad. At the same time, I've also heard some real estate companies advertising properties, and here's the catch. The property is very close to the new refinery being built somewhere in Lagos here. I'm sure you all heard it in the news, okay? Have you even considered the environmental impact of living very close or within a 10-kilometer radius of a refinery? Have you examined the health implications of being nearby a refinery? You need to pay attention to these things, and that is why you have your lawyer by your side. So now, before I go, here's my parting shot. Help yourself by engaging your lawyer from the onset before you get that property. Till we meet again, I remain your favorite lawyer, Oluwasegun Edema. Bye.